finish this. I don't want it. Okay. Back up then. Back up. Oh, I'm keeping it. Back it up.
It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And getting to start, Jake Irvin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Leading off, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Young hauls it in, and there's one away. JT Realmuto steps in. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Wood makes the play, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first.
Anything in this whole world.
Back here in Nationals Park.
What?
And today's starting pitcher, Ranger Suarez.
Ready?
How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. Sub 350 ERA. And you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Nathaniel Lowe.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the second, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Young settles underneath it, corrals it, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Phillies go down quietly. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's C.J. Abrams now. In the air, left field, down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
In the dirt, but kept close. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in. Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So,
and a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Yeah, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Abrams on second. Bell at first. 1 gone.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Keibert Ruiz digs in down. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ripped to short. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they load. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Young. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swung on, belted.
Get up, B. Marsh, on your horse, kid. Need you on third. Go,
And he
go.
starts his
Say two.
afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
This is Bryson Stott. Runner at second here, one gone. This one in the air, right field. Garrett squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting,
Here's
shortstop,
Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Gamble.
Sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And that is. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. In the air, left field. Kepler on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So back in Washington, D.C., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, JT Realmuto. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fought off foul. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, center field. Young settles under it and makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, designated
Here comes
hitter
Schwartz
Kyle
to the plate.
Schwarber.
Inside,
off the plate.
and it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Now it's 3-2. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Draws the walk there.
Take your bait.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk,
Now
but
batting,
he
third
wasn't
baseman,
exactly trying to
Alec
attack the
Bohm.
zone either.
Go ahead run on base. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
Yes. No, back up a little.
This one in the air. Low. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs on no hits. No errors.
Sorry.
Bottom of the 4th. Here's
Leading
Josh
off
Bell.
For Washington, designated hitter Josh Bell.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
3-2 on the way. On the
Nope,
ground.
that's foul.
And foul ball. That one misses.
Nope, that's
So
ball
a leadoff walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some
batting,
good patience in this
left
one. It's the second
James
time he's taken
Wood.
ball 4.
Now the left fielder, James Wood, comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work.
Boots it. Still manages a throw. He beats the throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Stone, Garrett Harper. Over to Turner for 1. Back to 1st, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to 1st. Really good job all the way around.
Smash to the left side. Turner with the throw to 1st, and he has thrown 4. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Max Kepler
Now
at the
batting,
plate.
left fielder Max Kepler.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Low takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder Brandon Marsh.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. And a big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. And that skips into
2
dirt.
strikes.
That misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a ball driven pretty well.
Get up,
Towards
Benoit.
left center. Young
Keep carrying
sizes
ball.
this one up, pulls makes the catch. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten it. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Ahmed Rosario.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. On the ground to third. Can't let that's an infield single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Depending on, I guess how much rain it is, maybe I say they get it in.
With 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take.
They get the force, and that is the. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. And the batter now, Bryson Stott. Up the middle, Rosario sends it to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Trey Turner at the plate.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. So Trey goes down on strikes. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That misses the zone. Ball 3.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood, and he hits a ground ball right side. Stop. Slings to first in time. Stone Garrett, the next to hit. Base knock right field. And that keeps the inning going. And he's safe at first.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jorge Lopez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Sims warming up as well. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Young hauls it in for the out. 1 down. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. 1 down, base is empty. Outside low, 2-1. And a foul ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is downstairs. Full count, 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Liner caught at second.
That swing right there tells me he's
For the
new pitcher now, Jorge Lopez.
Number 21.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Go ahead run on base. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Bohm around second, headed for third. Tag out. They cut down the goal. And the Phillies manager. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen in the game for the first time this season. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swings and misses. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here's the second baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Outside low, and that's ball 3. And there's ball 4.
That pitch is in. Ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And here's the first baseman, Nathan. Rosario runs. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is the 3rd. Back here in Nationals Park. We go to the 8th. Now batting Max Kepler. Here's a 1-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Foul tip, strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball driven out to
Brandon Morris,
center.
get up, ball, travel. Get me.
And he makes the catch.
Excellent play out there.
Keep hitting the ball hard, kid.
Huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it. So that could have been a really different outcome.
Bryson, stop. Get up. Get out for the lead. No.
Against the wall. It's held in check there. Back in Washington, D.C. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses across the first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And a count 1-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Struck him out looking.
Bell just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 strikes.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
To the 9th we go.
Now
here comes the closer here in the 9th, Derek Law. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 1 down. And now it is JT Realmuto. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Strike 3, got him swinging. That's out number 2. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one. Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short. And we're. Here comes the skipper. Orion Kirkering gets handed the rock out of the pen. This is his first appearance of the season. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. That's out to center field. 2 away now. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Nationals. Luis Garcia looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's outside. And now 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone. Now it's the second baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up.
2 strikes.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Just outside. And it's a full count. Ball 4, he walked in. And that keeps things going. Jacob Young getting ready to hit.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Now into the game, and welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber.
38, Trey Lipscomb.
Not even close there. And the count 2-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. And a full count now. 3-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Law checks the runner, and they tag him out. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving. Go ahead run on base, and here comes Alec Bohm.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. 1 away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Runner on the go, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Manager out of the dugout. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Lucas Sims.
39. Lucas Sims.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Young. And that's the third out. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Manager out of the... Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
46.
Ready to make his season.
Jose
That one is
Alvarado.
absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Across is the winning run.
I'm going to bed.